actually did push out another nest migration yesterday. And if you don't know what nest migrations are, it's basically when they change the nest. So let's say, down the street I had an Ammonite nest, it could be like a Jinx nest now, who knows. And they tend to do this every few weeks, but they usually do a nest migration about a week before they drop a new update. So this is good news because historically they do a nest migration about a week before an update. So it's always good to see nest migrations because it usually means that there's an update right around the corner. And obviously with all of the leaks that's happened in the past few weeks, with Generation 2 being added to the coding about a week ago, there should be a big Generation 2 update sometime very soon, and it's looking like the beginning of February is going to deliver that Generation 2 update we've all been waiting for. But, I mean, in all honesty, if we don't get Gen 2 in, February, then we're probably not going to get Gen 2 at all, let's be honest here. But today, we're going to talk about some update speculation, as well as some actual update news for you guys today. But before we get into today's video, I want to briefly mention that I am giving away 5 level 35 Pokemon Go accounts, and the winners will be selected this Sunday, so stay tuned for that. And also, I'm giving away 10 iTunes and Google Play gift cards. And if you want to enter in this giveaway, all you have to do is simply be subscribed to the channel. Only subscribers can win, so you have to subscribe and like this video as well. Make sure you smash that like button to enter the giveaway. So subscribe and like, it's that simple. And then while you're at it, drop a comment telling me what you want to win in the comments. Like comment iTunes or whatever you want to win in the comments below. So if you are chosen as a winner, saves me a little bit of time, and I can just simply send you the code or the Pokemon Go account username and password. It saves me a lot of time because I end up having like 20 winners, and it's a pain in the ass to not only DM everyone, so it saves me a lot of time, so I don't have to sit there and ask you. And also this massive giveaway, I couldn't do it without flameaccounts.com. They are sponsoring the giveaway, and they are hooking me up with Pokemon Go accounts like every week to give away, so that's why I've been able to give away so much. So flameaccounts.com is actually a website that sells Pokemon Go accounts. They have a lot of cool features on the website to find the account that is right for you. They have accounts with baby Pokemon, they have accounts with really high CP Dragonites if you want a gym battle, and they have like level 35 accounts. They even have level 10 accounts if you want to get like a medium level account. They have them for extremely cheap prices, so check out flameaccounts.com to go get yourself a Pokemon Go account. Anyway, back on topic to today's video. So like I was saying, they actually did some nest changes, and I can sit here and list like all of the nest changes that they did, but that would be like a 24-hour video because there's so many nests now, and it seems like every nest migration that Niantic does for Pokemon Go, they end up adding more nests into the game. So in the last nest migration we got like a few weeks ago, they ended up adding, I forgot the total amount, but it was at least a few hundred new nests into the game. And so obviously that's good news because obviously the more nests the better, right? And if you're that one guy that's watching and you don't know what a nest is, and you're like, what the fuck is this crazy guy Reese's Puffs, blunt smoking motherfucker talking about? Well, I guess I should briefly explain what a nest is. But if you don't know what a nest is, you're either A, new to Pokemon Go, or B, you just don't live near a nest, which probably sucks. But if you don't know what a nest is, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's an area, on the map that spawns a certain type of Pokemon. So, for example, there's actually an Onix nest down the street from me, and obviously it'll spawn multiple types of Pokemon there, but a lot of Onixes spawn over there. And there's actually multiple ways to find nests near your location. I mean, there's certain maps on the on the internet, but if you're looking to find a nest in Pokemon Go, like if you actually want to find a nest near you, this seems like a really cheesy way to find out, but this is honestly the truth, like the best way to do it. Look up, like, for example, I live in Orlando, so just Google Pokemon Go Orlando Nest, and there's a lot of subreddits out there for cities, and they have, all the suburbs included, and then they have a bunch of nests listed on there. I mean, I live in Orlando, and there's an entire Pokemon Go Orlando subreddit, and they're not paying me for the shout out, I use it all the time, and they update the nests constantly over there, and it's a nice little community. So whether you live in Los Angeles or you live in the rural parts of Idaho, I guarantee there's a subreddit for your area. Just go on Google and look up wherever you live and then Pokemon Go, and you'll probably find a subreddit for you. And this even works for areas that you don't live in a big city. Like, I went to Atlanta this past weekend to go watch the Atlanta Falcons play in the NFC Championship, baby. Rise up, motherfuckers, we're gonna beat the Patriots. Anyway, so while I was in Atlanta, I was like, I want to play some Pokemon, see how the Pokemon are over here in the ATL. So I went on Google and I looked up Atlanta Pokemon Go subreddit, and sure enough, the first thing was was a subreddit for Pokemon Go in Atlanta, and not only did it include the city, but also include all of the suburban areas of Atlanta, and even some outside areas in the random parts of Georgia. So even if you live, in some farm in the middle of Georgia, you can still probably find Nest in your area. So I highly recommend to go, do a little bit of research. It might take a little bit of time, but if you want to find some good Nest, that's the best way to do it. Highly recommend that. I mean, that's just kind of like to think back on it. I mean, the game's been out for I guess half a year now, a little bit longer, and I mean, to think of the community that Pokemon Go has really built, not just on YouTube, but I'm talking like on Reddit and all that. I mean, there's subreddits, for crying out loud, for local areas. I mean, there's like Orlando Pokemon Go subreddits, and then Atlanta. I mean, like almost every city in the world has a Pokemon Go subreddit. That's crazy to think about. I can't think of any other game like in the world that has, local communities based on the game. I mean, it's pretty astonishing. So people that are saying, oh, Pokemon Go is dead, and then on occasion I like to joke around and say, oh, Pokemon Go is dead, as a joke, but realistically, the game's not going anywhere, right? I mean, I mean that in a good way. It's not going down. Even though, the game might see a little stale. I mean, it is getting pretty stale for me. The game's not going to die out, all right? As long as Niantic updates the game within the next month, very doable, the game's going to survive. And especially when they add Generation 2 into Pokemon Go, I mean, the game is going to be thriving like it was back when it first released, because there's going to be so much more new Pokemon to catch. And in addition to that, it's just going to bring back a lot of the old players to Pokemon Go once they see that Gen 2's in the game. And then there's a lot of Pokemon fans that are like, they only like Gen 2, so obviously that's going to be a big feature for them as well. But I mean, Generation 2, I know we talk about Gen 2 a lot. I just hit my desk. That probably made a noise. I apologize. But I know we talk about Gen 2 a lot, and I try not to talk about it, but Gen 2, I mean, we just have to discuss, because that's the upcoming update, right? And it looks like everything's pointing towards a Generation 2 update in the next few weeks, which is fantastic. I mean, in the coding of the game about a week and a half ago, Niantic actually added all of the movesets, all of the attack moves, and all of that into the coding of the game for the Generation 2 Pokemon. And in addition, all of the 3D models are in the coding of Pokemon Go, as well as all the stats, the CP stats and all that. They're all in there. So pretty much just about everything of Generation 2 is in the coding of the game. All Niantic needs to do is flip that switch and let us get that Gen 2 update. So let's get hashtag Gen 2 trending, people. Hashtag Gen 2 in the comments below to show me you made it this far in the video. If you comment hashtag Gen 2, I'll increase your chances at winning the giveaway. You know what? Comment hashtag, no hashtag, alright? Comment hashtag Gen 2 for that. But just comment like Generation 2 Pokemon hype in the comments below to show me you made it this far. And or Generation 2 update hype in the comments below. Put Generation 2 update hype in the comments, alright? Let's get that shit trending in the FSUETL comments. And also, let's like tweet that at Niantic, dude. I mean, I don't think Niantic realizes how much we want Gen 2. Okay, I take that back. Niantic has to know by now we really want Gen 2. I mean, if they don't, that's pretty sad. But, nevertheless, it looks like obviously they have been working on it because Generation 2's in the coding. I feel like Niantic's just trying to wait for a weekend that's very popular, and one that really stands out to me. And I know this is biased because, I am an Atlanta Falcon fan, and I am a football fan, but I mean, when you think about it, one that really stands out is the Super Bowl weekend, and that is in the first weekend of February. And according to all of the leaks and all of the rumors, usually when they add stuff in the coding, as I say in pretty much every video, 2 weeks later they add it in an update, right? So a week and a half ago we got Gen 2 in the coding, like the movesets. So 2 weeks later, that's around the first week of February. So we could see some sort of update drop on Super Bowl Sunday. Maybe Niantic spent some of their money, because they make so much fucking money from Pokemon Go, like billions of dollars. Maybe they just put a few million into a Super Bowl commercial. We might get surprised and actually see a Super Bowl commercial announcing Generation 2 in Pokemon Go. And as hype as I would be for that, dude, like, I'm not even lying, like, that'd be so cool. But if they did that, then I would have to stop watching the Super Bowl and make a video. Actually, I couldn't even do that. Never mind. I'm sorry, but that the Falcons Super Bowl is so important to me. I mean, as an Atlanta fan, we've had so many rough years. I have to sit there and enjoy it. So if they do make a Generation 2 commercial during the Super Bowl, I can't cover it right away because I'll be watching the Super Bowl and I'll probably be drunk. But hey, that could happen. Generation 2 might be announced in the Super Bowl. That's some crazy speculation, but when you think about it, it does make sense, right? Niantic has so much money, and they were probably waiting to release Generation 2 on a busy weekend. Super Bowl Sunday is probably the busiest weekend in the first part of 2017 and up until summer. So that's probably, circle that date on your calendar, not only to watch that Super Bowl. I don't care if you're a football fan or not, Super Bowls are fun to watch, not only for the football but for the commercials. And Niantic might just release a Pokemon Go Super Bowl ad, announcing Gen 2. Who knows? Or maybe they'll spawn a Mewtwo in the Super Bowl while Lady Gaga is doing some shitty halftime show. You never know. The odds are out there, and they might be in our favor. So anyway, if you made it this far in the video, comment hashtag, or no hashtag for this, just comment Generation 2 update in the comments below to show me you made it to the end of the video, or Pokemon Go update hype in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We had a ton of information to go over, but I hope you